Good morning. I'm still waking up. I'm feeling chaotic, so let's vlog this weekend, shall we? The lighting quality is terrible because the blinds closed, there's no lights on, and if I don't start the vlog now, I'm going to forget to do an intro. So, we're going to vlog this weekend. I have a massive to-do list, including a ton of filming. I'm going to bring you along for the ride. Hopefully there's something interesting in here for you. The blinds are open, so now you can actually see me. I'm getting ready to film, and I'm not holding the camera, I'm holding the camera stand so that I'm eye level. But I wanted to show you guys the hoodie that I got from our NAIDOC week game when I went to see the Mustangs play. I love this. However, I always buy an extra large. Now, extra large is usually a little big on me, but this is the large. And it looks fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's more that I like extra room in my hoodies because then I feel like I can layer. At the moment I'm feeling like I'm a little bit tight, but I'm sure it looks fine. Like, on anyone else, this would be what people would normally buy. So this is the hoodie. Like, it fits. It's very, it's very fitted. I don't normally buy fitted hoodies. It's kind of hard to see, but this is the review pile for this week. Thankfully, I have already talked about these for the weekly wrap up because that's what I did last week when I stuffed up, but they all still need individual reviews. And then this weekend, if I can read this pile of books, except for not the top one, that one I've already read, but the pile underneath it, and review those, that would also be helpful. Not happening today. That will be, that pile is a tomorrow problem. This pile is very much a today problem. I'm done. I don't know how many videos I filmed. I'm tired. My voice is going and I need to eat food. It's 10 o'clock. We're on track, I think. Maybe. Fingers crossed. I've got to go put the sheets on now, so now that I can actually have things going on in the background. Which means, unfortunately, for this vlog, you are probably going to hear the sounds of the laundry for the majority of today. That's the reality of a vlog. I forgot to film this, but I used my Cricut Easy Press Mini for the first time to make a t-shirt and a top for my niece's third birthday. She's obsessed with mermaids at the moment. We don't know why. We don't know where she's got the mermaids from, but she wants her birthday to be mermaid themed, so I thought that's a perfect opportunity for me to try heat transfer vinyl, apparently. I am going to rhinestone mermaid probably later tonight. This was the practice top. This was going to be the main top, except I've just realized there's a stain on it, and I must have bought it with a stain and I just didn't notice. So I'm going to try and wash it tomorrow and see if it comes out, because I have to wait 24 hours to wash it. But I have ordered another one of these. Like, these cost like $2. The shipping costs like 4 times that, but you know, it's for my niece. So I'm going to do another cut of this design just so I've got it ready, and hopefully it arrives during the week and then I can just iron it on. It was fairly simple. I was terrified I was going to muck it up. Do I now want to put heat transfer vinyl on everything? Yes, I do. There is so much background noise, but breakfast sandwich for lunch? I don't know. Ages ago I tried a breakfast sausage recipe, because that's not really something that we do here in Australia. It's delicious. So I found one in the freezer and I cooked it up. Lunch, and then back to the to-do list. So my niece is getting a bunch of handmade things for her birthday, including some bracelets, because she's really interested in jewelry at the moment. So I had a few pony beads and things like that. And again, she's mad about the color purple and blue and pink, so I feel like these are kind of cute. They seem super tiny, but I've also got to remember that this, you know, she's 3. So I have extra beads, and I'm almost tempted to make a little kit for her, because she's at the age where she can start threading, particularly pony beads, because they're quite big. So that might be something that we can do. I'm just sealing these diamond painting coasters because they're going to be gifts for people. Alrighty, so I finished the felt crown. It's a little bit dodgy, but I'm going to add some rhinestones to it when I do the rhinestones for everything else tonight, and that is going in my niece's birthday bag. I just finished reading Zeus by Finley, which is the 4th book in the Mike Bravo series that I started last week. I've got the audiobooks out from Kobo. This is kind of like, yes, it's a series and it's an interconnected series, and there's an overarching plot, but this one really closely links to the previous book. We're following Zeus, who is a member of Mike Bravo, who is a notorious playboy, known for not settling down, has a family trauma. His sister unalived herself, leaving behind her 2 kids after a marriage breakdown that was a domestic violence situation. So he has a lot of trauma around relationships. He's asked to hunt down Kelly, or track down Kelly, who was the friend of Lemon from the previous book, who had betrayed Lemon and their other friends because he was also in a domestic violence situation, and he thought that the only way out was this option. And so he has kind of been on the run and in hiding and just contemplating unaliving himself as well. Like this book is, the first part is quite heavy in terms of these characters having a lot of feelings about things. By the time that Zeus tracks down Kelly, again, he's kind of in debt to another very bad person. Zeus helps him escape, basically putting all of them in the crosshairs of said person. And it's the group trying to bring down the big bad while also keeping Kelly safe. Kelly and Zeus having this mutual attraction, Zeus breaking his rules and being intimate with Kelly multiple times when normally he is one and done, and then realizing he has feelings, and that's an issue for him. And there is also a moment where Zeus ends up injured on the job quite significantly, and it forces everyone to kind of question what they're doing and what they want from life, including Zeus, who was originally supposed to have guardianship of his nibblings, but his parents had told him that he wasn't mature enough to do that, and he probably wasn't. He would be the first to admit that, but now he's recognized that maybe he needs to step up and rethink his role at Mike Bravo. This does look again at sex work and the perception of people who are sex workers, and, you know, overcoming a lot of trauma. Audiobook, excellent. I think it's Tim Page and, let's double check. Tim Page is definitely one of them. Liam DeCosmo, that's who it is. I wasn't paying attention. I've half done a bunch of stuff. So I finished making the bed, the sheets are all done, which is good. I think I'm gonna go shopping. I might just start the last Mike Bravo audiobook. Then I think I'm gonna do all the rhinestoning projects for today, or at least some of them. And then I might try and do the picture books tonight so that I can film that tomorrow morning. If I can do that, that would be great. And then a couple of Instagram posts. I don't know if I'll pick up an ebook or a physical book today. I think we might just try and get through the audiobooks. It'd be nice to finish a series. I also need to edit videos. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, I forgot to cross off Miller's bracelets. That's like the only project that is finished. Oh, the other thing that I have to rhinestone, in a couple of weeks we have our Pride round at the hockey. So I made a bunch of these that have kind of rainbow holographic on it. But I'm thinking I am going to make these a little bit 3D and glue on bead letters that say Pride Night, and then maybe do some rainbow rhinestones. And I've got like 6 of these, because if I make one for me, I have to make one for my cousin, my friends. I will make one for Dad. I don't think Dad will actually wear it. He will probably just roll his eyes at me. But one of my bosses is coming to the game with her family, so I can have a couple of spares for them. I just keep getting all these ideas for badges. At the moment, the badge maker is at school because it's needed for something at work at the moment. But this whole bag is badge supplies. All right. I always forget to show you what happens when I go shopping before I put everything away. So these are for work tomorrow, my little snack box. I'm doing slow cooked buttered chicken tomorrow, so that's what the coconut cream is for, and the rice, and there's some naan. There's some souvlaki bread for lunch tomorrow, some tangelos, some potatoes that are going to go in the buttered chicken. It's unconventional, I'm doing it, whatever. And then pasta for the end of the week. And then because I had credits, I got another of these glass containers. Basically I got it for free. It's like $35, but I got it for free. And depressingly, this is like $90 worth of food, but at least I will legitimately get 4 meals out of that, 4 to 6 out of this. This is lunch. The only thing I'll need to replace during the week are maybe some more raspberries and tomatoes. I did forget to buy yogurt, so I'm gonna have to go back later. Like I literally just realized as I unpacked everything. So that will be a tomorrow job, because I could go there now. I just can't be bothered unless I change my mind. That could also happen.
I have some leftover chicken strips in the oven heating up. I'm just going to make a fake souvlaki wrap with leftovers. But before I had a shower, I did finish Hazard by Finley, which is the 5th and final book in the Mike Bravo Ops series. I've missed the days of marathoning series. This has been so much fun. Hazard is the story of Decaf, who is one of the original members of Mike Bravo Ops, and his relationship with his best friend's son. Now, his best friend died when Hazard, who is the son, was a baby, and Decaf was there when he was killed, and he was basically forbidden from his superiors from intervening and helping in that situation. And so Decaf has a lot of grief and trauma around that, and then he was never allowed to be part of Hazard's life because Hazard's mum, basically, when she found out, got the report, she believed initially that Decaf was at least partially responsible for the death of her husband. There's PTSD on his part. Hazard is a little shit a lot of the time. It is an age gap romance, and also this book itself is the conclusion to the series, so the entire team has basically been blacklisted and burnt by the government. They are trying to escape their old lives and set up new ones, and they have to do it collectively while many people are injured. A very intense finale to the series, but the series is now done and I have finished reading it. And I was still in the middle of putting the rhinestones on the crown, so I started Reignite by Jodi Oliver. Reignite by Jodi Oliver, which I have read. I read the ebook. I got an e-arc of it, but I also got a copy of the audiobook through her Patreon, and it is narrated by Nick J. Russo, who I really enjoy his narration. So I put that on in the background while I was finishing that off. I have about maybe 40 minutes left in that audiobook, so I will try and get to that at some point. But for now, I think I'm going to try and read some of the picture books in case I feel like filming tomorrow morning. I feel like I've been productive. Like, there's still so many things that I haven't done, but I am feeling productive. Like, in that I'm just, you know, completing a random bunch of craft projects, but that's productivity, right? Hi. I read this many picture books tonight. Some of them were rereads, but I needed to reread them in order to film about them. Methinks I'm not going to get to filming all of them tomorrow, but I will try. Good morning, happy Sunday. I'm up, I'm awake, much slower than expected because I feel like yesterday I was super productive, which means I don't know how today's gonna go. But I'm gonna start by trying to film as many kids' book reviews as I can before I get bored, which means step one, I'm going to prioritize the books in order of the ones that I want to have videos of sooner rather than later. All right, here are the pile of books. Yes, I know some of them are upside down, whatever. I don't think I want to review that one because I don't really actually like it. This one I do want to review. This one is shortlisted. That one, these two are not crucial now. Sorry, I apparently can't hold the camera and move things. Dreamkeeper, yes. Dawn, yes, that's shortlisted. These two, yes, and I thought I had already done one of these. Ugh, I didn't really get rid of that many. Order this and this, because they're shortlisted. My Nono Loves. Oh, that has to, because that's shortlisted. And then, okay. Why is doing things one-handed so difficult? I think that's the order. God, I love this book. This book is beautiful. One video done. How many more to go? And she's done with slight stumbling over her words. Now I need to take all this makeup off because I've had enough, and the earrings, they've got to go. It's Sunday. It's 9:23 a.m. and I'm glad to get this part of my day done because now I need to do some serious editing. I think I want to do like an hour and a half of editing before I start any craft projects because I will get distracted. I forgot to film doing this, but I've got my butter chicken on. I forgot to defrost the chicken last night. Like, it was on my to-do list. Tell me I have ADHD without telling me I have ADHD. I took it out, it's defrosted a little bit. I'm gonna put it on high for an hour and then turn it back down to low. So hopefully that works and I don't give myself food poisoning. I know you can put chicken in frozen into the slow cooker,
That's literally the entire point of a slow cooker meal. So I have finished editing all of the videos that I filmed yesterday. So the weekly book steep I did last night, that's already uploaded. I've done the stats video. I've done all of the kids videos that I filmed yesterday. I'm not even touching the ones I did today. But I did just get delivery of my hardback of Sea of Charms. I ordered this from the US because, oh, a little bit damaged, that's fine. I'm not that picky. I ordered the hardback because I have the entire series in the hardbacks, which are a little bit different to our trade paperbacks, and I give the trade paperbacks that I get for review to one of my good friends. So it works out for everyone. It's here and it has the sprayed edges. I love this series so much. Oh my goodness. Shame it didn't arrive yesterday so I could put it in the top 5 videos because I did talk about it in that one. I'm going to try and upload as many of the videos as I can. I'm gonna have lunch and then I'm going to get stuck into some crafting and maybe an audiobook. I haven't quite decided what the audiobook is going to be though. I'll think about that while I'm uploading videos. I fear I've lost my mind. I don't know if you can see exactly how shiny this is. This is the first time I've done the scatter method of rhinestones on something, which I should have done over here, but whatever. It's so shiny. So actually I shouldn't turn that one over. Let's get one of these. So I made Mustangs bookmarks with the intention of just kind of rhinestoning this part to give to people. And I've done this. Is that an hour of my life that I can't get back? Yes. Am I delighted with it? Absolutely. I also listened to Sweep of the Blade while I was doing it because I finished Untethered Sky by Fonda Lee, which is a fantasy novella about a world where there are big giant hunting birds called rock, and Esther is the main character. She has been selected to train a rock, which is quite a dangerous thing. The rock are quite unpredictable, but the rock are the only creatures that can defeat manticores, which are a huge threat to the world. And basically this is a novella about obsession with becoming a rock rider and then hunting down a manticore that killed Esther's family. It was enjoyable. Like, we all know I enjoy my fantasy in audiobook format so that I don't get bored and put the book down. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I have an arc that I want to read this afternoon, so I'm going to check my list and see if there's anything that I must do now. The butter chicken smells delicious. In about an hour I'm going to put in some coconut cream and let it cook for another hour. And yeah, this is Sunday. Much slower than yesterday. I'm running around doing a lot less, that's for sure. Butter chicken is done. I know I bought naan yesterday, but the souvlaki wraps were open in the fridge, so let's use up what we've got first before we open more bread products. And I've got 3 containers of this for the freezer and 1 for tomorrow without the rice. I'll add the rice when I cook it. I've had dinner, I've done the dishes, I've actually got to get lunch ready for tomorrow. I've gotten 24% into Be Still My Unbeating Heart by Josh Winning, I think the author is. And like, it's quirky and kind of intriguing, but I'm also just bored. So I think at this point it is going to be a DNF. It is a NetGully arc. Like, there's so many cool concepts. So our protagonist is a vampire, a vegetarian vampire. He has managed to wean himself off of drinking human blood. He's on holiday in Italy with his familiar, who is a talking cat called Whitby, and honestly, she's kind of my favorite. And he stumbles across a dead body on the beach that looks like it's been killed by a vampire. He's arrested because he is a vampire, and he is saddled with an inspector who is guarding him until the vampire council turn up. Like, I should be enjoying it more than I am, and that's why I'm going to DNF it, because I'm not enjoying it. And that's okay, because I've read a number of books this weekend. I've done a hell of a lot of crafts. I don't even know how many I've done. We've had a crafty weekend. It's been good. Lots of filming, lots of editing. I feel productive because this is what happens when I have an entire 2 days to myself and I don't have to go anywhere.
I don't have to talk to anyone. I am productive in my own weird way. Even though my apartment could be tidier and it would be nice to see some of the floor in some of my rooms, I needed a reset. And now we go back to another week. And as I'm filming this on the 2nd of August, I have 3 weeks until I have 2 weeks leave. And I'm hanging out for that. I think I'm going to wrap up the vlog here. Thanks very much for watching. I hope that you've had fun and you've enjoyed it. And I will see you in, well, the next video will be my wrap up for this week. So enjoy. I'll talk to you then. Bye.